Everybody's been asking him about a trade since he got to the Celtics.
Man, this is blowing my mind.
It's madness.
Like, yeah, everybody's just leaving places so they don't go right now. But you know, I'm liking it, but I'm not liking it because it's like you're seeing like I get what I want now. You back in the day, you used to be happy just to have this amount of money, this opportunity, but now it's like no, I want all this, and I want to be with someone else who I like, and I want to be somewhere I want to be. Now it's the game is changing so much, even in college. Oh yeah, any type of resistance. Oh no, I'm leaving. Like you still on scholarship, bro. Like you need to be happy you are on a scholarship because you go somewhere else. It's only what you can only get. The max is like 85 scholarships per year. So you may, and the teams be like 120, 130. So you may go somewhere else and may not get a scholarship. Now what you doing?
You just sit at home.
Now you a walk on, and you got to sit out a year. So now you paying for that. Now you got loans.
You play for the G League.
Well, it's about for football.
Oh, football.
The transfer portal is ridiculous, man.
Well, if you want to play football and not go to school, I got a thing for you. But nah, this is our Turf Toe show. We come to you every Saturday. Well, we try to every Saturday, talking about sports and stuff.
Sports.
You see those memes?
Things.
Sports ball. It's like I played the sports ball today. I'm Mike Floyd, joined as always by Stephen Harris and Globe Man Defoe. And we're talking about the whole AD, KP, Kyrie. Who else is in the mix? Like trades.
Well, Kawhi eventually next year. Kawhi.
Yeah, Kawhi. Yeah,
free agent.
Yeah.
So you've been living on the rock. Porzingis got traded yesterday to Dallas in like a 7-player trade or something like that.
Yeah, it was, and 2 first-round picks.
Let's see. Dallas Mavericks acquired also for Kristaps Porzingis and 3 other players.
And Hardaway.
Yeah, Tim Hardaway. I feel bad for him. And Courtney Lee. I told you Courtney Lee was trash.
Yeah, Hardaway wanted to stay in the Knicks like his pop.
Right.
Yeah.
Nope.
What's called Wesley Matthews and DeAndre Jordan, who both have expiring contracts, can be buyout candidates and go to the Knicks. Trey Burke is also going to the Mavericks. Oh, what?
I'm glad he's still around, man. He's been kind of quiet.
Bruh, they got... Damn,
Burke can ball, man.
That's the thing. I like Trey Burke.
Yeah. Michigan. Hell.
He's the only guy that I liked.
Yeah. Wasn't he with Utah one time?
No, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, which is crazy because you think he'd be a franchise player. But, I like it, man. Honestly, I think the Knicks are doing what they need to do because now they got another first-round pick. And then I don't know if they have 2 first-round picks this year.
They have one. I think they're going to have a lottery pick this year.
Yeah, because they're terrible.
Then the year after that, it's an unprotected pick. And then the year after that, it's a protected pick.
So it's not one next year. So they got their lottery, but they can't get. They won't get another one.
They won't get another one until I think they got the 20. Let me see if I can find it.
They got the 20.
I know they got 2 back-to-back picks from Dallas,
but not 2000. Not this year. It's gonna be next year.
I want to say next year.
Okay, so they only have their one this year. Well, they trying to get Zion anyway.
Well, the thing what I'm looking at is the fact that they got rid of Tim Hardaway had a weird contract. It was super bloated from when he was with the Hawks, and then Kristaps, he wasn't really playing up to the contract that he had. Yeah, this is 2 future first-round picks.
Right.
But now they have the cap room for 2 max players. So you got KD coming up in the summer. You got Clay coming up in the summer. You got Kyrie coming up in the summer. You got all these big time. You got Kawhi, but I doubt he's going to go to New York.
I don't see any of those guys you just named going to New York.
I see KD going.
Yeah.
You think KD would go to New York?
I think KD would. I don't think Clay would. I mean Kyrie could go to LA. Mm-hmm. And then if you got Anthony Davis next year, or the year after next, I think he would. I think he wants to go to LA. I really think he does.
Who's that, Anthony or Kyrie?
Both of them.
Yeah, I know AD's already stated that my main goal is to go to the Lakers. So whatever team I go to is gonna be short term.
Yeah.
So he's already. So that's already a lot for the 3rd year. But LeBron that's LeBron's 3rd year of that contract. I don't know. I mean, they need someone like now and next year. They need Kyrie for sure.
Yeah. But
I don't know who else they could get. But I think KD could go to the Knicks and then have Zion if they can get Zion. That is, I don't know if they're gonna get the 1st overall pick. He's gonna go first.
Yeah.
So if they don't, they can mess around, and mess that lottery up still, and get like a 3rd one.
I can see the Cavs getting Zion.
Somehow they get the
that'd be annoying.
Overall pick again.
But then they'll ruin them, man.
Yeah, they will.
You know, because I think Flip's pretty good, bro. He's a good coach. I think they're tanking. I think why they're so bad is coming from above him.
But who's the coach out there now?
Flipdale.
Oh, Fizdale. Oh, for
Fizdale.
I thought you saw for Cleveland. I was like,
yeah, Fizdale from the Knicks, man.
Yeah,
he's a good coach. He's not showing right now.
It's because Dolan doesn't want to take a step back and actually just let them build these players.
It's crazy how these owners really just mess up their own teams, bro. But
it's because a lot of these guys, they want to be actually a part of the team and make the decisions.
I guess when you're putting all your money on the line, I guess that's the way you feel about it.
Yeah,
I mean,
but you also have the money to pay people to make those decisions for you and make better decisions than you probably.
Yeah, because that's why you hire them.
Yeah,
and they know more than you. Because I mean, yeah, you're a billionaire
It's their
owner, but
job.
you got your hands in other things too. Like you're not totally focused on the Knicks. And plus, I feel like you make more money selling out that place for other things than the games themselves.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, come on,
oh,
now.
especially the Garden, dude.
Yeah,
The Garden has
exactly.
everything: ice skating,
everything.
everything, bro.
So I feel like, I mean, the thing is, KD could still go to the Clippers. Like
Yeah.
Kawhi, I'm more likely to be out that way next year. I think the Clippers would be a good look for him.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because, but I mean, the Celtics, I feel like it's so much going on right now. The next few months are going to be very interesting. Offseason is going to be ridiculous. But
Oh yeah.
the free agency is going to, I mean, does Clay really want his money?
See, that's the thing. Clay really hasn't said anything. So there's a lot of speculation about Klay Thompson with the Warriors. Everybody keeps saying he's the fourth best player on that team. Personally, I think without him, he's really the thing that holds that team together, man. I mean, yeah, you got KD who flashes. He can score on will. You got Steph who's like a showman out there.
Yeah.
But he's shown he gets cold real quick.
Yeah.
Draymond, I mean, he's
He does
good
his-
at what he
He
does,
does his part.
but I don't think he can lead a team. I think Clay, he's a 40-minute guy who's going to play defense, who's going to get you buckets.
And that's the thing. His defense, he doesn't make his own shot, but that's okay.
Right.
If you have someone else who can, like you put him with
Jada Smith Jr.
You put
bring the
him
ball
with
up.
anybody.
Yeah.
You put him with a Lillard. You can put him with anybody where they got to worry about him.
Can you imagine him and Russell Westbrook on the same team?
Oh my goodness.
Just
Like, because you got to pick your poison. Then, like you kind of have to do with Russell anyway.
and PG on the wing.
Well, PG's, I like him more.
Dude, PG's quietly having his best year.
He
again.
is. He played himself not going to LA though. He'll never get a ring.
You think so?
He never get a ring.
Wait, do you think he actually cares about a ring?
I would think he would want to.
Well,
I think he cares about a ring, but he didn't want to go that route by going to LA to do it.
the way he gonna
Because
just
he
never
could've.
get one.
well,
I mean,
like,
but
I guess it'll be that thing like, oh, you couldn't win one without LeBron.
Yeah.
LeBron won you that ring. It'll be that kind of thing.
Does that, when you look back on it, does that matter?
I think so, because that's all people really talk about is like LeBron and Jordan about rings. And when you really look at it, it's either been LeBron win the rings or somebody like the Spurs or the Dallas and
I mean,
the Celtics.
yeah.
Celtics, yeah.
I mean, okay, well then you can. Okay, so then you can say the same thing about Golden State, even though it was more strategy than anything because they did. I mean, except for KD going there, but
Oh, that
everything
third
else
one,
was
yeah.
drafted. But
Yeah.
you're gonna say, okay, well you guys wouldn't have, because you know for a fact. I mean, KD without KD, I think the Cavs win that.
Yeah.
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 100%.
Yeah, so it's like, it's tough. So to me, they can say, okay, well you guys couldn't do it without having like what 5 All-Stars.
As I
Four
say, same thing
All-Stars?
about KD. It's like you couldn't do it without going to the team with the 4 other All-Stars.
Exactly,
So,
and but then you turn around and like, okay, well the Spurs you couldn't do it without having the greatest coach ever, and then Tim Duncan, one of the greatest players. Like you're gonna always need more than just one specialty or one for sure 5-star talent.
I guess you just want to feel like you felt like you had the team up. And I guess
But that's
being
what the
with
league's
LeBron,
doing right now.
yeah, I agree with it. But I guess that nobody wants to be lumped in that conversation like, oh, LeBron's super team. You're LeBron's guys now. Like every time LeBron goes to team, it's now LeBron's guys.
And that's what throws me off, man. Because I don't like to hear that because it takes a team. Period. You want to be one person and do it with nobody. So the only one that can do that is LeBron. Really, when you think about it. And all his rings that he won were with people.
Yep.
It was the fact that he got to those finals with no one. He's done that multiple times, but he hasn't won it with no one. And that just goes to show you that you kind of need a number 2 guy. But look at what the Golden State's doing. They're constantly winning it because they have someone every night that's going to give it to you. And it ain't going to be the same person.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then, okay, but no one says anything about that when they say, oh, you got Nick Saban recruiting what? Out of the 25 recruits, he has what, 18 5-stars? No one's saying, oh, well, that's not fair. Oh, you had to team up to go there. No one said that when Percy Harvin switched his commit to Florida once Tebow went there. Like, no one says that about other teams, but then come NBA, oh, you had to team up with the best player ever to get it. You still got it. Like, why would you not want to go to LA over Oklahoma City? Look, Oklahoma City is nice. I've been there. It's beautiful at nighttime.
But it's not LA.
But it's not LA.
Yeah.
And you kind of like, why would you want to miss the opportunity to play with one of the best
True.
ever?
I guess maybe it's a pride thing too. Is like maybe they don't think he's the best. Maybe they think, hey, I'm better than this guy.
Maybe now they think he's better because he's what, 33?
Nah, yeah, true, but still.
Or yeah, I don't know, man. I would love to take the opportunity to be. I mean, because Paul George's still in the shadow role anyway. Russell's team. So like, why would you trade Russell for LeBron? But you're gonna go further. Oklahoma is not gonna go anywhere out the West. They're not.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Especially not now.
no, they're not. Then it's not gonna happen. And so, I mean, now it would happen if Russell had a shot. If Russell could have a 3-ball, oh Lord. But I think Paul George played himself, so he'll go ringless forever.
Forever.
Forever, ever.
Forever.
Yeah, man.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break, and after we come back, we're gonna talk about the Super Bowl and who we may or may not be picking. Because I'm pretty sure we're all picking the same guy. So we'll be right back.
Jesus Christ! You're talking about basketball. That's your thing, bro. You won't even look. This dude got it on the NBA screen, ESPN screen, but not even.
You know what it was? Because we didn't mention the Joker. That's all it was. Who's an All-Star this year?
He is an All-Star this year.
Yeah, first time All-Star.
Yeah.
What's his name? Cat. He made the All-Star teams as well. I don't see why everybody wants to be an All-Star. I never understood that. It's like
This is the experience.
I mean, I feel like there's some like luster taken out of it when you realize that Boogie Cousins is All-Star this year.
yes. He played what 4 games?
Yeah. Nothing against him. He's a good player. It's just he has
so
to
what
play
does it
this-
mean? Yeah. So
Yeah,
what
what
does
does it
All Star mean if you got a guy that plays 4 games and gets All Star?
Yeah.
Because is it fan voted or is it? I forgot how they do
I
it.
thought
now.
it was fan voted.
It's fan voted?
It's fan
Okay.
voted. It's fan voted.
Because I know it's a big thing. They're talking about taking the fan vote away,
Mhm.
but the NBA wants that
Oh.
interaction with the fans, which
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, obviously people like Boogie Cousins, so nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with
That's weird, dude. Because I remember people hated him when he was with the Kings. People hated him.
it. But he's on the Warriors now.
Come on,
yeah.
Warriors. I have never seen more bandwagon fans than I
Yes.
have seen. Like even when
Yes.
Miami got LeBron in them, I still didn't see as many bandwagon fans as I see
In
now.
the South, you kind of saw it because there's not a lot of Southern basketball teams. The Hawks have been trash for years,
Yeah,
and the Pelicans.
Magic trash. You know, yeah.
So
yeah.
it was like a Southern thing, like, oh, we got a guy we can kind of. So from pretty much Mississippi to Florida, that's who was rooting for him.
I mean, but I feel like they liked him anyway because there's no. I mean, like besides Wade, I mean, they love Wade his whole career. So of course you team up with LeBron, I guess. But this bandwagon, other people that can't even like name.
It's like, who's this Deion Waiters guy?
Like who? Like, I feel like the old Golden State, no one even knows about really.
Oh no. I told somebody that Steven Jackson was on that team. They're like, who? It's like, you don't know Stack?
Baron Davis.
Yeah, Baron
Yeah,
Davis
no.
is the king of the Bay.
Mm-hmm.
So I was reading this article about the Super Bowl and how like the media day thing. So have y'all seen the whole thing about the Barstool Sports and the president getting kicked out?
No.
For that shirt.
So I guess Barstool Sports is banned from any NFL event. Yeah.
That's how you
That
raised
is-
up the ante a lot, man.
It's a good way to get publicity.
Because of that shirt, the clown shirt with Roger Goodell on it.
Yeah, because
That's why?
they've been
I'm gonna think so.
they've been like super like against him. So let me see. It's gotten so big. They've been on Fox News. They've been on CNN. They've been everywhere, man. Let me see if I bring it up. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm trying to make sure the music pops up and I get copyright.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Bless you.
But let's see. Dave Portnoy, the founder of Barstool, who's known as El Presidente, was escorted out the State Farm Arena on Monday night in Atlanta. After security was alerted to his presence, it would appear, based on Portnoy's social media posting, that he created a fake credential in order to gain access to opening night. So he even stated that Barstool Sports is banned from all NFL activities, so had to come incognito in disguise. Portnoy is not the only member of Barstool Sports to be escorted out of the arena, as the writer podcaster known as PFT commentator was also let out of the building after initially gaining access to the event. And then he was like, I've been charged with criminal trespassing and was told not to return to the arena
But
for a
what was the
year.
reason? Like, I don't understand the point of why are was it because of the shirts or was it because of
No.
the comments? Like,
It goes back to Deflategate. When Portnoy, and along with 3 other employees, staged a protest in the lobby of the NFL headquarters, employees of the websites were then subsequently banned from all Super Bowl events, though Commissioner Roger Goodell claimed to not know about it. Portnoy popularized a shirt depicting Goodell's face sporting the red clown nose, which he wore on national TV before printing it on 70,000 tiles to give it out to a Patriots game. So,
he knows his fan base. He
Yeah.
knows that Patriots will wear that forever.
oh
They
yeah.
can't stand Goodell. They keep winning though.
But the reason I bring that up is because I was watching videos of it and just hating on people because they get to go to these events and they get invited to it. And so one of these guys I follow, it's the Roster Watch team. They post a video of a guy put a ukulele playing a song for Tom Brady during the Super Bowl press conference. So as small-time journalists like we are, How do you feel about that? Somebody that's able to just get in there just to serenade another man.
They gotta know somebody, man. There's got to be favors in that, man. Hey, can you get me in here? You know, I'll set you up on a date with my sister or something. Who knows how it works? But to go in there just to do that. I mean, but people love Brady. I mean,
yeah,
in that area, obviously. But people, I mean, if you're a fan of Michigan, you're a fan of Brady.
Yeah.
If you're from California, you're a fan of Brady.
Mm.
Like if you're in the whole northeast part of the country,
If
besides
you're
New York,
above New York, yeah, you're a fan of Brady.
you're a fan of Brady. And I mean, you kind of got you may hate that they've been this good for that long, but I mean,
So what about the NFL having rap beef with like a media company, where they're just straight up like barring all employees from all events? You think that's a bad look on the NFL side, or you think this sets a precedence like, hey, we're not gonna put it with your antics, because it's kind of
bad look on the NFL side.
Yeah, because it kind of like it's the free speech thing. It's like, of course, these guys they're based out of Boston. They're Boston homers. I understand, like, yeah, they did stage a protest in your office or whatever, but
I mean, how much of a disruption are they really causing?
nothing. I mean,
Right. So
it's a publicity stunt, really.
yeah. I mean, so what's he gonna do every time he gets on stage at the draft and everywhere that boos him, is he gonna kick them out too?
You're all banned.
Yeah, like all the fans are they banned from the draft for booing Roger Goodell? Like, what's the difference between the fans booing Roger Goodell and these guys wearing a shirt that shows him as a clown or whatever they did to, I guess, essentially offend Goodell or the NFL? I don't see anything. Honestly, I don't see anything wrong with that whatsoever.
No.
well, I mean, it's funny because I always thought the NFL was a private organization,
It is.
so I feel like they have the right to do this stuff.
It's a private organization that doesn't pay taxes.
That's what throws me
uses
off
tax
because they
money
use tax
to
money to
build.
build their stadiums.
That's crazy.
But
like,
but
how
those
do you
are
pull
bills that are
off?
passed. Those are like proposals that are passed.
Yeah,
So you kind of vote on it.
that's crazy. They
Yeah,
managed to pull that off.
it's a win-win.
Mhm.
Like, but they're a private organization, so they can do this. That's
Yeah.
the thing. Like, I mean, they can ask you to leave. So, I mean, it's a bad look in the sense that they're being salty about. They don't want any backlash from the things they do, but I mean, they can do it. So, can't really say much about it.
Yeah. Also, what's his name? Barkley and Mayfield. They bet a chain over who's gonna win Rookie of the Year.
They better chain.
Yeah.
Well, it's not gonna be Mayfield.
It wasn't. Saquon won it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, but he already did.
I don't know. So
Well, they're talking about the AP
AP.
NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. They haven't announced it yet.
I
They'll
thought
announce it Saturday.
he won it already.
Barkley won another.
Rookie something.
Yeah,
didn't he?
he won the Pepsi Rookie of the Year.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
What?
I didn't know that even was a thing. I thought
I didn't
when I hear rookie of the year, that's what I think there can only be one rookie of the year. How you
Who
have-
cares about Pepsi? Like, oh, okay.
I guess the Pepsi Rookie of the Year is not like the fan voted one.
It's not. It's like the
No, I think Pepsi one's the fan voted one, and then the AP is like the
you gotta
coaches and
vote
everything else.
Okay, I mean, neither team made the playoffs. Neither team really had a great season, so it's like,
Yeah, Pepsi
I mean-
NFL Rookie of the Year is a vote by fans. So
I mean, Saquon, you gotta like the guy. That guy's gonna be he's definitely gonna be speaking when he's done playing football. He's gonna be a commentator. That guy's well spoken, straight and narrow.
dang, you already making him retire, bro? He just got in the league.
He just got, but the way he markets himself, it's like, man, what more could you want? Like
more quads. We want more
really,
quads.
that guy's already.
We
a
want
monster.
more
You know what's
quads.
funny about him though? Like when I saw him his freshman year, he looked no different than what he does right now.
Yeah.
He's probably just stronger. And probably weighs more, but his body physique is the same. I can't imagine tackling him in high school. Can't even imagine it. But
It's like I am the man.
I don't know. I don't know. I think this whole Super Bowl drama is just it's same. Whenever the Patriots are in it, it's always happens. It's
Yeah.
always this. But I mean, I can't remember a time when they weren't in it. It's their third appearance in a row, isn't it? Yeah.
So
No, in a row.
Yeah, that's because it was in Atlanta, then it was the Eagles, then it was
Yeah, so it is in a row.
the
Yeah,
third in
it's
a row.
right, yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to
And
remember.
if they win this one, it's gonna be 2 out of the last 3 years.
The last one they weren't in it was when it was Peyton Manning, right? Peyton Manning won it.
is that the one where they're banned to retire? No.
The Denver,
Was it the Seahawks one?
The last,
I think it was
Super Bowl 50,
it was the Seahawks, right? Because
So-
that's
No,
the whole thing.
no,
Was,
Super 50 was Denver and Carolina.
Denver and Carolina.
So
So
then
then
I
the one
think-
before that was Denver and Seattle.
Then after that was Patriots in Seattle because that's when
it
Pete
went
Carroll
Denver-
had the whole thing with he didn't run the ball.
Yeah, it went
Marshall.
Denver, Seattle, Patriots, Seattle, because Seattle went back to back.
But no, because I remember Seattle blowing out Denver.
Yeah,
in
they
the
did.
Super Bowl.
They won. They won the first year they went. Then they went the next year and played the Patriots, and that's when Malcolm Butler.
Yeah, and then the next year it was.
Yeah, the interception.
It was Denver and Seattle again the next year.
No, the next
after
year,
Patriots and Seattle.
After Patriots and Seattle, the next year was.
Yeah, I got it right here.
Denver and Carolina.
2018 Eagles Patriots, 2017 Patriots Falcons, 2016 Broncos Panthers, 2015 Patriots Seahawks, 2014 was the Seahawks Broncos.
Okay.
And the year before that was Ravens 49ers. The only Super Bowl that matters.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
It should have been a Broncos Super Bowl.
Wow.
I mean, if y'all know how to play defense, y'all could have went to the Super Bowl, but
yeah, that was not.
Made Joe Flacco look like a beast.
Yeah, I was upset by that. He's not as good as he looks in the postseason.
Well, who's a guy that's not really good in the postseason is Jason Garrett. The Cowboys are unlikely to extend Jason Garrett's contract this year. Dallas Cowboys owner and general manager Jerry Jones is not expected to extend the contract of Jason Garrett, short or long term, sources said. Although Jones can change his mind, Garrett will be coaching for his future in 2019, the final year of his contract.
And watch them ball.
They brought in, Kellen Moore as the offensive coordinator, taking over Scott Linehan. John Kitna, who had 2 stints as a Cowboys backup quarterback, was the first-time NFL quarterback coach. But he also coached mainly on a high school level. He was also, fun fact, the offensive coordinator for the San Diego Fleet for the Alliance of American Football. If you didn't know,
Kitna, I remember Kitna. He was on the Lions for a minute, wasn't he?
Yep,
I remember that name. That was a young buck then.
And Mark Colombo will be the offensive line coach.
I think they may have another good year if, I feel like, they have the weapons now.
Yeah.
They really do.
Because, in that division, just alone, you got the Redskins who don't have a quarterback right now. They're still trying to figure out what they're going to do about Alex Smith.
They say he should be back in time.
They're hoping he's going to be back. But I don't think they want to go through the same thing the Eagles are going through with Carson Wentz. Where I feel like they kind of rushed that dude back too fast, man. With the injury like that.
But it's not like the injury came back. The injury he ended up with wasn't the injury that he left with prior.
He had a back injury.
Yeah, he had a back injury. Okay, I thought it was
the knee was fine.
Yeah,
okay,
the knee was fine.
He needs to. I don't really know why he keeps getting hurt like that. He has a decent line. Like Nick Foles wasn't getting beat up. I don't know how this guy. Nick Foles is fine. But I guess Nick Foles. Apparently Nick Foles does what he's told when Peterson's called out the plays. Yeah, so Wentz is over here trying to be all Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning finesse, and it's getting him hurt. And just follow directions. Like Peterson really is a good play caller, man. Because the plays Foles ran, those plays are great.
They worked.
Yeah, they really weren't that far off from beating those Saints, man. People got to remember that. So I would keep them both personally, especially when Wentz stay getting hurt.
Are you talking about the Eagles, right?
Oh yeah, 20 mil, man. Just bite that because if Wentz goes out, then you have nothing.
Yeah.
So then 20 mil ain't gonna seem like much when your season's done at week 4.
And then the Giants, they're just in flux right now. They need to figure out what they're going to do about quarterback.
Better not draft Haskins. If they draft Haskins, man.
Do you think there's still time for them to maybe get a decent trade for Eli?
I don't know who's
personally,
available.
I think that ship is passed.
Yeah, I don't know who's available as a quarterback.
You can't say Eli don't have it, man. Not with that whole line, not giving him a chance to show what.
He did show.
He showed flashes last year.
He showed some flashes last year in a few games.
Give him some protection.
Yeah.
But I think he's not Tom Brady old, if that makes any sense.
Because he's not as beat up. Brady's not as beat up.
That's what I'm saying. So he's not Tom Brady old. He's like Brett Favre old the last year.
But Eli hasn't really had any major injuries. He hasn't had ACL. He hasn't.
No, it's not that. It's just that he's getting hit too much. That affects you.
Yeah.
I feel like if he had better protection, which they thought they were going to have this year, they wouldn't
picked
look
up Solder
like
and everybody, right?
Yeah. I don't understand. The defense wasn't much to really brag about, but they were competitive. I don't know what's up with that. I won't blame it on Eli.
They still had OBJ. They had Saquon.
Who really didn't do anything?
Tight end Ingram.
Yeah, Ingram. They had Shepard.
I won't say Shepard did more than OBJ did this year.
Well, yeah.
And once OBJ got that contract, he just quietly disappeared.
They started to double him a bit more. They weren't always doubling OBJ. They were not. He could beat a double team. It's just that they were getting too much pressure. With OBJ, you gotta have time for him to run his progression, run his route, and then for him to beat that double coverage. If you don't have time, it doesn't matter. Shepard's more of that slot, more of that inside slant guy, and that was more of a weapon because you worried about Ingram, so you're doubling him on the outside, and then that's leave Shepard wide open. And then Barkley off the screen or off the sweep. You got other things to worry about besides Shepard, really. So he had a great season because there were so many other weapons they had to concern themselves with. But I don't know. I feel like the NFC East may be a little bit more competitive this year. Maybe. Who knows? You never know with that division, man.
No, you don't. Look, the Cowboys won that division this year, and but they went 3-5 in the first half of the season, and somehow pulled it out in the second half.
I mean,
Granted,
that defense.
it was a defense.
That defense came together, bro. I remember when they drafted Van Der Esch or whatever his name was.
Yeah,
Yep.
Lane Van Der Esch.
Everybody's like, "Who the hell's this big neck white guy? We don't want this guy." Turns out that dude's a beast.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
they're in a good position because I mean they were talking about once Sean Lee came back, they didn't know how they were going to rotate guys in and out, like who they're going to start and who they weren't going to start.
I mean, you had Jalen Smith back too.
Yeah.
Come on out, and
they
that's
probably
not-
shouldn't have put Charlie back in the rotation because he's the reason why.
Well, he's going to get hurt soon anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, you can keep him around. He's a great leader in the locker room. He knows
Yeah.
the game. He can teach Van Der Esch a lot. And Smith is brand new too. Let's not
Yeah.
forget he was hurt his first year.
He could be a defensive coordinator for him then, like a linebackers coordinator.
No, he needs to be playing. But I don't think he's done yet.
On special teams.
I don't think Lee's done yet, man. I don't think so.
All I know is that we need no more Cowboys in the broadcasting booth. Jason Witten is garbage.
Oh, come
You are, bro.
But Tony Romo is a beast.
Tony Romo's good, but I think Tony Romo took all the broadcasting magic, and Jason Witten is just like robot man, break trophy. Here you go.
Well, this is because who cares about who's calling the Pro Bowl? First off, who's watching the Pro Bowl? And second, who's watching the Pro Bowl enough to listen to the play call or the color commentary?
And plus, you can't predict a Pro Bowl because you had Jalen Ramsey running routes, catching touchdowns, man.
That was
Right.
hilarious.
You don't really like when you don't really. There's no scheme for that.
No, they're
you
not
can't
game
scheme.
planning.
Like, yeah, there's no like you can't look at a play like okay they're gonna do this because you don't know what they're gonna do in a Pro Bowl.
Well, it's funny because they gave Jason Garrett all the best players in the NFC and still got blown out.
They didn't even score a touchdown to the end of the game. Because you had Dak as a quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't know he even made the Pro Bowl to be honest.
I think he
Consolation.
Yeah,
He's back up
because-
someone. Yeah, everybody else like no, I don't want to do this.
I still think NFL made a mistake of moving it to prior to the Super Bowl.
Big time, because then like I feel like more people would watch it when they know there's no more NFL after like that's
Right.
the last
Right.
game.
It'd be a lot more fun after the Super Bowl because, like I said,
Yeah.
everybody's in
in
there.
there, everybody's done. They're like, okay, we can have
You know
fun.
who the champion is.
Yeah, it's better. I
Yeah.
agree.
But there's football after the Super Bowl now.
Oh my goodness,
The Lions of American Football coming to CBS February 9th.
it starts. We're gonna see some.
I will get us
It's gonna be
sponsored one of these days.
It's gonna be fun.
interesting.
I'm glad I can wake up
Right.
in the morning and watch more football instead of hearing all NBA.
I'm gonna speak it into existence one of these days.
Yeah.
But speaking of the Super Bowl, so we got the Rams and Patriots. I mean, we got a young genius coach going against an old school genius coach. We got a young quarterback. And we got an old ass quarterback who keeps defying the odds.
Yeah.
We got
It's all those avocados.
we got a okay defense in the Patriots, and you got a beast of a defensive line with the Rams.
Yeah.
So given all those variables, and then playing in Atlanta, because they're gonna get pelted by hot dogs. Who are y'all taking in Super Bowl? What Super Bowl is this anyway? 53? Yeah, who are y'all taking Super Bowl 53?
LIIIX or something like that.
Yeah. He's like, who reads Roman numerals anymore? Just
Right.
right. Numbers.
You know, it's so hard to predict. You can't go against Brady, but at the same time, you gotta. It really depends on who does their job. Like that's why I can't call it because if the Patriots can't block Darnold, Brady's gonna have a tough time. But if they do block Darnold, then what's gonna happen? Who's gonna beat him? Who's gonna? I mean, Sue, yeah, but I feel like Belichick's been here before. It's not like we can't act like Belichick has not seen top-notch defenses when he had to deal with the Ravens and the Pittsburgh for so long.
That's the thing I'm looking at is like the fact that Belichick has been in the league for so long. He's pretty much
seen it.
Even though McVay is an innovator and like he's new blood,
He's more offensive.
He's more offensive, and I think not Brady, but Belichick has seen everything. And then you got Brady, who's pretty much seen everything. I mean,
But the thing why it's so hard to choose is because when the Patriots have been in Super Bowls, what has beat them? Defensive lines have beat them.
yeah,
That's what the Rams have. The Rams have the makeup that the Giants had both years. They just don't have it off the ends. They have it in the middle. But Brady's not that good against pass rush up the middle. So it's like it really just depends. That's why I'm anticipating this so much because I don't really know what's gonna happen. I don't know how Belichick's gonna be like, okay, because you know that Brady's gonna get the ball out quickly, and I don't know how well these Rams defense are going to tackle. That's what I'm worried about more than anything. I'm not worried about deep routes on this team. They don't really have a deep threat anyway. But
you chose the Patriots.
Patriots don't have a deep threat.
Julian Edelman, sir.
He's not a deep. When they the 8 to 12 yard pass.
Chris Hogan, sir.
No, they have no. I mean, Gordon kind of played them out of there, take the top off the defense player, but I feel like it's gonna be nickel and dime.
Dude, they're gonna come up with somebody that was on the practice squad out of nowhere, and they're like, "Yo, who is this guy?"
And you know that would be what happens. They have some speeds there, but I mean the Patriots kept Tyreek and Kelsey in check.
Yeah.
So I don't see anybody on the Rams team that is supposed to be neither one of those guys.
Because I can see Belichick like, oh, that corner that's been sitting there all year, that guy, he's really a
it's your
receiver.
time.
It's like, go ahead and run that route.
He's definitely gonna come at Coleman.
Yeah.
From talking from. I don't know why they don't take a page from Nick Saban looking like, don't talk about the quarterback.
Oh
Don't
yeah.
talk about the quarterback. Don't say anything.
Yeah.
Just say they're a really good team. We're preparing for him. We're excited for the game. That's it. Don't say, oh, I think he's not as good as he once was, because now he's gonna target you.
Yep.
Like, and now you're gonna be you got bailed out by the refs in the NFC Championship, but not in my opinion. I mean, well,
Right.
the helmet to helmet they bailed you out on. Pass interference, I don't think it was, but helmet to helmet you should have still got a penalty either way.
Yeah.
But you got bailed out for that, and then you're gonna come right back the next game talking about a guy that's been there more than you've had starts.
Yeah.
Come on,
That's
man.
like more than you have starts.
Yes. Like he's at 6 career starts, and Brady's about to have 6 Super Bowls if he wins, bro. Like you cannot.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
That is
Man,
fine.
I don't know how you can do that, man. My man has been to more Super Bowls than you've played games.
So, after all that, who are you taking? One in the line, clock's ticking.
Well, Brady.
Yeah.
Pats. He went to Michigan, man. And plus, I feel like what I noticed at the end of that game against the Chiefs, man, was that they started trying to rely on the flags. And I feel like you can definitely get Peters on some pass interference.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
You can, and that's gonna. I think that's
Him
gonna
mentally.
play a part. It's gonna play a part, and I also believe that. I think that Belichick's gonna shut down Gurley. I don't know about Anderson. If Anderson gets 80, 90 yards on you, that's still a win. Don't let him run over you.
Oh, CJ?
Yeah,
He's like, I don't care if they call me fat,
Right.
fluffy.
he's still a bowling ball, man. He's running right
exactly.
at
He's
you.
running over people.
I mean, yeah, Dante Hightower is going to be in for a battle at the linebacker spot, man. It's
Oh,
going to be interesting to see how they plug those holes and see. I mean, they have Gilmore and they have the McCurdy brothers. They have good, decent corners that can do their job.
They do.
So it's not like they're so unevenly matched. Sony Michel's not a bum either.
No.
So it's like the Patriots have the more experienced coach, the more experienced team. They have the equal corners, in my opinion. The only difference is the defensive pass rush for the Rams is better.
Yeah.
That's it. Like the quarterback's not better. Golf, we'll see how golf
If you can handle
shows
that.
up. We'll see, man. We're really gonna see because he's gonna see some things he's never seen before.
Yeah.
So I just hope he does more checkdowns and make these Patriots have to tackle Gurley and Anderson rather than forcing those balls and those tight coverages.
I mean, are those corners gonna be able to cover Cooks though if he gets loose?
Those corners are actually more physical. They'll press on Cook. Cook is not a big guy, man. Like I don't know why people play off him. Like
he's not a big guy, but he's quick.
He's quick, but you got to just get in his face.
Yeah, throw him off.
Yeah, get his face. I mean, the mismatch I really think is going to be those linebackers on Everett and Higbee.
Right.
Those tight ends are they're some decent route runners.
Yeah.
I just, oh man, it's so tough. I'm just going with the Pats because of Michigan. That's really the only way. I mean, Belichick's, I like him as a coach, but Brady went to Michigan, man. I mean, that's all I can really. It's so hard because it really depends. It really depends on who does their assignments. I'm excited, man.
Well, I don't have any deep dive analysis like that. I'm just gonna go. I'm picking the Rams because I still like Khalid. I still like CJ. I like Wade Phillips.
Off all the old Broncos.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't like the Patriots. I don't want to see Tom Brady get that 6th Super Bowl. I don't want to see Belichick or Josh McDaniels or any of those guys have anything to be happy about.
So it's all about hate. It's not even about who's better.
100%.
Wow.
100%. I'll be that guy. I will be that guy.
Wow.
I'm going to continue that same precedent. But I'm going to go with the Patriots because I want to see the world burn and everybody be mad at the Patriots for winning again.
It's all about trolling.
That's essentially what it is right now. Because once my Ravens got kicked out the first round, it's like, oh, well, I'm trolling everybody now.
Yeah.
I don't want to see LA happy at all.
I mean,
I
at
want
least
to.
your team had a chance. Right?
I mean, if you want to call it that, but I don't want LA to become all smug, like, oh, we're a sports dynasty town now. It's like, no, you got the Lakers. Like, chill out, sit over there.
Yeah.
And you haven't had the Lakers in years. You got lucky. You got LeBron. You got lucky. So yeah, I want the Patriots to win. I want Belichick to be like, a bling bling. I'm the greatest ever. Bling bling.
6 rings, man. Oof.
It's like count them. Bah, 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 bow.
Well,
But- Go ahead.
they're just gonna be tied with the Steelers, right? Or Steelers at 5.
All time?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Patriots have more than 5 all time. Then they have what is it? They have 11 appearances. I think like.
Because I thought
7?
prior to this, the Steelers had the most Super Bowl wins.
I think you may be right actually.
Let's see.
I feel like I thought Patriots had more wins. They won 5 wins.
Okay, so the Patriots had more appearances.
Right.
They have 11.
Okay.
The Pittsburgh has been there 8 times. They won 6. They lost 2.
Okay.
So if they win this one, they'll tie with the Steelers.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I think what it's coming down to, one quarterback, one coach.
That's what I'm impressed about.
6 wins. Excuse me, 6 Super Bowl wins if they win this one.
Yeah.
That's what'll be.
That's the impressive part.
That'll be the record. The precedent.
That is tie that record with the same spot. Wow. And it's a bit more impressive now because the AFC is coming back to life.
Yeah.
That's why this one's a bit more, because you had a lot of teams that could have competed. Like, this was the year for the people to knock off the Patriots, and they didn't do it.
So I'll say this, though, but the Ravens are undefeated in Super Bowls. Just throwing it out there. I mean,
the two they've been to?
I'm just saying, undefeated, baby, in the Super Bowl. If we can make it there,
Trent
we'll
Dilfer.
win it.
Yeah, speaking of Ravens, man, your boy Ray Lewis throwing another party in Atlanta
No,
for the Super Bowl. You remember that jacket, them clothes, the bloody clothes? And it's a Hall of Fame party.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
It's referencing a jacket, the Hall of Fame. You seen the cover for it? It's got him doing his power yell with the Hall of Fame jacket. I'm like, this reminds me of 2001?
But that was a white jacket.
It was a jacket.
Actually,
But it was a white
party.
jacket.
There is no jacket.
Yeah, it's gone.
Right.
And it was a hunting knife that his friends bought from Academy. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but they found blood in the limo he got in that matched the guy who got
You've
stabbed.
never been in an Uber and there was a random stuff.
An Uber versus a limo that they had a whole week.
An Uber in 2001.
I'm just saying, you've never been somewhere and gotten a Lyft or an Uber and be like, oh, what's that on the floor? You don't touch it because you don't know what it is. Maybe it's the same thing. He maybe thought it was just the decor of the car.
Okay, yeah, but it was somebody else's blood. All I'm saying is, if I'm not gonna throw a party in the same city that I almost went to prison for. Almost went to prison. And I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna sit back.
Not guilty.
That's super troll.
And speaking of not guilty, R. Kelly's recent new album. Julius Peppers is retiring after 17th season, and that's where we're gonna leave this off at. If you like this podcast, hit like, subscribe, follow us, and that's up.
We out.
So we out.
Gone.